Brown. Today I'll be reviewing this Spanish movie on Netflix called 53 Sundays. And this movie, this is not that long. It's like only 73 minutes long. This movie centers around these three siblings, and they have this old dad. Basically he's 89 years old, but he lives by himself. But recently he's behaving really bad, so they get some complaint from the neighbor. So these three siblings who are supposed to be responsible for their father, basically in this movie, they get together and they try to discuss like what is each of their responsibility toward their aging dad, who is really old. And especially the older brother, we see he's this struggling actor, and he is living with this nurse, and she's the one who is like telling us the story. And this nurse, like basically the narrator for this movie. And when I was researching for this movie, it is actually it is based on a play, and that is why it explains a lot. Because when I was watching this movie at a time, I was feeling so weird, like why this nurse is telling us whole story about, like her boyfriend and his family, how they behave and everything. Because it is based on play, that's why this movie was played out like this. So in this movie, like basically this struggling actor brother, he kind of like angry at his sister. Like the sister is the professor, and he has a younger brother. The younger brother is the most successful in this movie. He is like married to this rich woman, and he has really very good life. He basically married well, and very all the time he's bragging about it, being rich and everything. So obviously the struggling brother, the one who's actor, cannot stand the other brother in this movie. So I personally thought this movie, it is based on play, but when I was watching this movie, it is actually very relatable. It has very realistic tone to it. So I personally really enjoyed this movie. I was like, this movie is actually, at the time, it's really funny. And when all the siblings, they were like telling a story about each other, it's quite amazing. Like amazing to listen to them, like what you can really relate to this. However, the way this movie ends does leave on this ending is really like just like what leave you very surprising. So overall, it was very interesting movie. And I must say, when I was watching it at first, I didn't thought this movie will be this much interesting. But end of it, I was like, this movie was quite interesting. Like, it's not what you think. So the greatest thing about this movie is the acting, all the actor, and especially all the characters, like all the brother, sister, the rivalry and all the bickering between the brother and sister. It is very realistic, very relatable. Like, who doesn't have all these issues? So I just like, wow. Especially who will be the responsible for the dad, like, especially everyone, they think the big brother, the one who is actor, should take care of the dad and everything. And his wife is like wife, I will say, the nurse, the person who's telling us the story. I think she's very nice in this movie. Like, she's very understandable, especially the husband. He doesn't work or anything, she supports him. And I feel like she was really very nice character, very understandable, very likable. And so I did like listening the story from her, because I feel like she was really good and charming. And this brother and sister, they had really good chemistry with each other. Even the sister, she's really is very nice also. She's very likable. All the character in this movie, even the rich brother, even though he's snobby and he's like busy and everything, I still liked him. That is the thing about this movie. It has only 4 characters. All of them are likable, and you do like listening to their bickering. Very realistic. So overall, I was really surprised how this movie is really very light-hearted, very watchable movie, honestly. And it is really only 73-minute long. So it's really, it feels like you're watching an episode of drama or something. So I personally really like this movie. Like, I was just really pleasantly surprised how much I like. I think most people will enjoy this. So, I did like, so I really like the direction. And although the only thing I didn't like in this movie is like, because it took place in this apartment, at a time it did feel like we are like, as the audience, you are trapped in this like little place, because like they're just going to washroom to kitchen and that's about it. Like they're not that much outside. Like at a time I did feel like I was just trapped in that apartment. Other than the location, overall this movie, because it's based on a play, that's how it was made, I guess. But overall, I did like this movie. I think it is worth checking. And that was my thought on this. Let me know in the comment, what do you think about this movie? If you enjoyed about this review, don't share other reviews on other movies. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time. Please take care.